Hi everyone, my name's Taylor Harfide for those who haven't yet met me before. I'm a holistic health coach and an essential oils educator, and tonight we're all here to discuss women's health and how we can use essential oils um, to better our health as women, um, better, come in contact with ourselves, better get to know ourselves a little bit better. What I've found is using these essential oils, being the high quality that they are and being so pure, as that, you're not just using them no longer on a physical level, you're also using them on an emotional and spiritual level as well. And as women, that's something really beautiful that we can all tap into. So tonight we're going to be discussing the basics of what women's health really is and a little bit about the hormones. Not too many women actually in today's day and age, are actually familiar with what's going on in our womanly bodies. And, these things happen to us, from month to month. And, we sort of we just go with the flow, and we'll take drugs over the counter to relieve the pain, or whatever symptoms you might be going through. So tonight we're going to be discussing how you can use a natural alternative such as essential oils to help you go through those different cycles. So tonight's call, it's not just all on PMS and for those that get their periods, it's also for after that as well, perimenopausal women and menopausal women as well, and how the oils can help support and balance your hormones as well. So I'm going to be sharing a presentation with you. So I'm just going to change the screen for a minute to get that up. Okay. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. So women's health and essential oils. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be talking a bit about hormonal balance, PMS, bone nutrients as well. That can often get overlooked as well. And then we're going to be talking about the essential oils that I personally use, both in my home and in my business as well, the doTERRA essential oils, and what makes them so different and higher above the others, I feel. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how you can get these essential oils if that was something you wanted to embrace, and also the business opportunities that we have available with doTERRA as well. So hormonal balance, it's your body's natural state, okay? So your body, always wants that homeostasis. It always wants to be in balance. So when something goes, wrong with the body, and, whether it be an ache or a pain, or we get unwell or whatever it might be, it's simply just the body telling us to wake up, really. It's sending us a message, and those messages get louder until we do something about them and get to the root of the cause. And that's what essential oils can do. So when there are too many demands or stresses on your body, its ability to balance your hormones is overwhelmed. The demands that create hormonal imbalance tend to peak in perimenopause, which gives rise to hot flushes and or night sweats. So what other time? So this is just a little chart that shows the overall monthly flow of your hormones during that 28-day cycle. So from when your period begins to when you ovulate. So you'll see the different peak in both the estrogen hormone and progesterone hormone as well. So that's sort of what a good, healthy balance should look like in a healthy woman. So PMS for most people tends to last between 5 to 11 days. And then I've just got a couple of little jokes in there. So hormone imbalance. Women can experience hormonal imbalance at any stage in their lives. And like I mentioned just before, it's simply just your body's way of asking for help. Okay, so, we always tend to shoot the messenger, whether it be, we've got mood swings, or we've got a pain in the back, or we've got the cramping, or if it's menopause, we've got hot flushes. We've got all these different symptoms and complaints, and it's simply your body just wanting to get back into balance. So rather than shoot the messenger and, swallow that paracetamol or whatever it might be, it's always best to get to the root of the cause. So hormones in the endocrine system. So I'm not going to go too much into the science because I'm not a sciencey person myself. So just to, get the basics of it all and grasp what we're talking about as a whole tonight. So the endocrine system is the series of hormone-producing glands and organs that help regulate reproduction and other bodily functions. So hormone types include estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. So some essential oils may act as hormones, or they can stimulate the endocrine system to produce the hormones that have a regulating effect on the body. The pituitary gland. So the hypothalamus region of the brain stimulates the pituitary gland to release these hormones needed to stimulate the endocrine glands. Hormones are released into the bloodstream, where they can travel to other areas of the body to stimulate other endocrine glands or to stimulate tissues and organs directly. And this is what regulates the production of hormones. So there's a little diagram. It's actually not a very easy to read diagram, but just from those few dot points there, you can sort of grasp how, how the hormones work and how it's connected all to the brain. Okay, so we're always hearing about these estrogens. What are they? So there's 3 types. You've got your estriol, which is produced primarily during pregnancy. So that's one I'll have quite a bit of myself right now. I'm currently 17 weeks pregnant with my second. So if not enough is produced, it can cause chromosomal or congenital abnormalities. And then you've got estradiol, which is most dominant hormone during menstruation years. So it develops secondary sex characteristics, greatest impact on bone strength and density, and it plays a big role in mood balancing, especially postpartum depression. So it's, and we already know this, it's not just the physical symptoms, that we get when we're out of whack, when our hormones aren't in balance. We get these mood swings, and, we can feel down in the dumps and get depressed as well. We get those highs and lows, and that's simply just the highs and lows in your hormones. And then you've got your estrone. So it's the predominant estrogen in postmenopausal women. And it can be made from belly fat in excess, increasing risk for heart disease and breast cancer. Now you've got the xenoestrogens. So the word xenoestrogen is derived from the Greek words xeno, meaning foreign. So it literally means foreign estrogen. So also called environmental hormones, or EDC, endocrine disrupting compounds, or endocrine disruptors, you've probably heard of in the media. So they are widely used in industrial compounds such as PCB and BPA. So that's basically all plastics. These endocrine disruptors are also found in majority of our beauty products that we can get over the counter, at our pharmacies and, just pick up anywhere really. It's just all around us, these endocrine disruptors, they're everywhere. Plastic Glad wrap, for example. So, yeah, if it's something that interests you, there's quite a lot of information about these xenoestrogens and endocrine disruptors that are out there. There's a lot of information. So the Endocrine Society regard them as serious environmental hazards that have hormone disruptive effects on both wildlife and humans. So what do they do? So I've said that they disrupt, but what do they actually do? So they may act as false messengers and disrupt the process of reproduction. So I said that they're xenoestrogens, so they're foreign. They're foreign estrogens. They're mimicking our natural estrogens in our body, and then that's what's throwing our hormonal balance out of whack. So when I tell you that it's in your plastic Glad wrap, it's in your containers, it's in your face cream, it's in your hairspray, it's in your body wash, your shampoo, it's all around us. You go to wash your hands at work, it's in there. These all are endocrine disruptors, and they're disrupting that natural flow and that balance. So xenoestrogens can increase growth of the endometrium, which is inflammation of the lining of the uterus. So that can increase the risk of endometriosis. So there is a lot of research out there that is now connecting the dots between these endocrine disruptors and having endometriosis. So xenoestrogens aggravate and agitate the cell. So that's why we're getting these signals and these messages, because the body doesn't like anything false in there. It doesn't like anything synthetic. Xenoestrogens play a big role in some cancers, such as prostate and testicular in men, and breast and ovarian in women. Okay, and we've probably all heard of that in the media as well now, linking these disruptors to cancers. Sorry, I'm just at the end of getting over this dry tickly cough. Okay, so before I go through doTERRA's oils that you can best use to support your hormones, we're going to go through a couple of their supplements as well. So doTERRA also have a few different supplement lines. Obviously, the one we're going through tonight is their women's supplement line, which compromises their phytoestrogen and also their bone nutrition supplement as well. So this particular one is a blend of natural plant extracts that support hormonal balance naturally and gently. So it's a standardized soy extract with genistein, a powerful phytoestrogen that binds with estrogen receptors in cells. Concentrated extract of flaxseed lignans to help manage potentially harmful metabolites that are produced when estrogen is metabolized in the liver. So it's got that genistein, like I said, it's got your flaxseed lignans, which you've got all your healthy fats and omegas in them, and it's also got the pomegranate extract in it as well. So it's got that powerful blend of antioxidants as well. Helpers on the way. So this is Claricalm. So I always joke and say, well, I don't joke, I actually mean it. This is what every woman needs to be carrying around, whether it's in their house or in their handbag. Not only does it smell amazing, just to wear it as a perfume every day, but it's truly, if you're looking at getting one product to support your hormones, this is it. And it's convenient because it's in a roll-on. It's easy to use. You can apply it to the soles of your feet, your wrists, insides of your ankles, behind your ears, behind your neck. It's just divine. So it's a blend of certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils that have been traditionally used to balance hormones and manage symptoms of PMS and the transitional phases of menopause as well. Okay, so it's not just for when you have your period, can be used for perimenopausal women and menopause as well. So Clary Calm is a topical blend of clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, ylang ylang, geranium, fennel, carrot seed, palmarosa, and vitex. So vitex is amazing for women's hormones. And that provides temporary respite from cramps, nauseousness, hot flushes, and the emotional mood swings that sometimes are associated with these imbalances in women. So it just smells amazing, this one. So, and the other place I forgot to mention as well is definitely if you are going through PMS, you do get the cramping, whether it's in your back or in your tummy, apply it to those affected areas as well and over your ovaries, and you'll feel it work pretty immediately. Okay, and then you've got the clary sage. So this is one of the main ingredients that was in that clary calm roll-on. So it helps balance out estrogen production in the body, and it's known for its calming properties and will assist with PMS. So different ways you can use this is diffusing a few drops leading up to your bleeding. So just don't wait until you've got your period and you are in extreme pain. You can use it leading up to it. And during your cycle, you can add up to 5 drops just mixed in some fractionated coconut oil or whatever preferred oil you like to use, and just massage that onto your tummy to help relieve the cramping. And then you can also have a soak in the bath as well. So this one's really nice combined with the myrrh essential oil. So I always advise to people when you're using these oils in the bath to actually have a milky bath. So it sounds really lovely, and it is. Just mix it with 1/4 cup of milk, and that just combines it and will spread it more evenly because the oils tend to float on top of the water. They don't mix in water. Okay, so myrrh. So in ancient times, myrrh was considered more valuable than gold. So both this one and frankincense you're probably familiar with as well. That's probably one you're thinking of when you hear of myrrh. So they were both around in sort of Jesus religious times, and they were considered more valuable than gold. So it promotes emotional balance and well-being, and it primarily assists the hormonal system as well as the nervous system. And it will also beautify your skin. So this one's amazing for any sort of skin imperfections, whatever it might be, scarring, aging, pimples, whatever it might be. This one's really great to nourish the skin. So they refer to this one, just sort of comparing the two, both myrrh and frankincense. On an emotional comparison, they refer to myrrh as the more womanly oils, so the Mother Earth. So for people that might struggle with, connecting with their mother or have relationships with that, with their mother, can be a really great oil to help on that emotional level. And then the frankincense, with the similar benefits, on the other hand, is the more masculine one. So the myrrh is your feminine, and the frankincense is your masculine. So they're both extremely grounding oils. So great to use in times of anxiousness and stress. Okay, and then just to change it up a bit, you've got the Zendocrine detoxification blend. So this essential oil is amazing. A lady that's quite close to me has had really great results with this just recently. She can't have gluten, and I think it was a biscuit or a cracker or something she didn't realize it had gluten in it, and she's like extremely intolerant to it. So as soon as she has it, she normally gets the migraines, the flu symptoms, the aches in the joints straight away. We'll be running to the toilet, and she said just, within having a few drops, within a half hour, she had none of those symptoms. And normally she said she's bedridden for a few days. So that's just one testimonial I've heard about the Zendocrine. And it is just great for detoxing. So it supports the endocrine system in its functions. It helps support organ cleansing and healthy tissue function. And some of the essential oils in this blend include clove, grapefruit, rosemary, and geranium. So all really great for cleansing and getting rid of those synthetics in the body, so those petrochemicals. So those xenoestrogens that we spoke about, the oils in the Zendocrine blend will actually help draw them out. So if you're freaking out when I'm mentioning all the plastics and all the endocrine disruptors, and you're thinking, okay, I know I can use this oil for my symptoms, but what can I actually use to draw out those toxins and those foreign chemicals in my body? Both this blend and any of our citrus single oils, such as the lemon, lime, wild orange, whatever it might be, they will also assist in drawing out those toxins as well, okay? Because they don't like any synthetics. So the easiest way to use this one is just adding 1 to 2 drops in your water daily and drinking it. And it tastes nice as well, so it's not a hard thing to do. And then you've got your geranium. So this one's just beautiful. It just smells so lovely. It's probably one of my favorite oils. So the geranium's known to assist with fertility. And funnily enough, when I was, still learning about using the oils on, for balancing women's health and on an emotional level, and that I didn't realize at the time that geranium was known to assist with fertility. And it wasn't until I attended a class with one of my girlfriends, and she, she mentioned that it's known to assist with fertility. And I said, oh, I've been using that oil like crazy lately. And she goes, you're not pregnant, are you? And I said, no. And I just continued using it. I would moisturize my whole body in it. I would diffuse it. I'd wear it as my perfume every day. I just couldn't get enough of geranium. And then a couple of months later, well, sure enough, we were trying, and I did. I fell pregnant. So that's just a funny little story there, that it is known to assist with fertility. And at the time, I was just addicted to it. I wasn't using too many other of my oils at the time. I was just obsessed with geranium. So I just think that's funny. So it calms nerves and lessens feelings of stress, and it will promote the appearance of clear skin and healthy hair. So there's so many benefits that the geranium can offer you. Okay, so it's soothing for our emotions. It helps with clear the skin, and it's also great for promoting healthy, shiny, nourished hair as well. So just adding a few drops into the tips of your hair when you come out of the shower, it's really nice. And adding it to your moisturizer as well. Okay, so I don't use store-bought moisturizers anymore. So I just use coconut oil. So I'll just add a few drops into my coconut oil, and that's my moisturizer. And then you can also diffuse it aromatically for its calming effect as well, and just for the nice scent. And then your ylang ylang. So this one also blends really well with the geranium. I often mix the two together. So it's another really womanly scent. So as soon as you smell it, I bet you'll fall in love with it. So this one's actually great for supporting sexual issues. So it really helps with creating that intimacy if there's any sort of issues in the relationship there with the partner. It also increases libido, and it contains phytoestrogens to help support hormonal balance. Okay, so this is another one of your main oils, like your clary sage, that's going to help put those hormones back into balance. And it's a great oil to support yourself emotionally during PMS. So like the geranium, it does have those soothing effects on the emotions as well. Okay, and this is another nice one to have a bath in as well. Sometimes when I smell it and I mix it with like it might be a wild orange or something, you really get that day spa feel. It makes you feel like you're at a day spa. It's really nice. Okay, and then the last essential oil we're going to go through tonight is the thyme. So, I mean, it's not one you generally think of. Here we are, we're talking about all these beautiful floral oils and, you know, and the beautiful myrrh, and thyme being this herbaceous one, sort of out of the blue. So thyme essential oil helps benefit the body by improving the proestrogen. Okay, so we've been so focused on talking about estrogens tonight. So this one helps boost the level of progesterone in the body for both men and women. So low progesterone has been linked with infertility as well as depression. So I used to have polycystic ovarian syndrome, probably nearly 3 years ago. So, you know, I was told I would struggle to have children. And anyway, so one of the main, you know, common symptoms or complaints that are associated with the PCOS is having a very low progesterone level, which I did. And not just, you know, I've only been using these essential oils myself for the last 10 months. And, you know, the difference just in my own cycle I've noticed with using them has been amazing. My cycles are now more regular. They're getting closer and closer together each month, whereas prior to using the oils, I might get a period once every 3 months. Then I might get a couple in a row, then once every 2, once every 4 months. They were just all over the place. And when I did get them, they weren't very nice. So just through not even specifically using these particular oils, just using the oils on a daily basis, just for health, wellness, to support my emotional health, I've been able to slowly close that gap and make them more regular, which I believe helped me, to get lucky again second time around. Okay, so of course with all of this though goes, you know, your diet and your stress management. Okay, so, you know, we all know you can't be eating a crappy diet and, you know, think that we're not going to get these symptoms when when it gets to that time of the month. So it's everything. It's, you know, it's having wellness as a lifestyle. Okay, so this oil here, the thyme's a very hot oil. So I strongly advise to apply it only to the soles of the feet, and I would dilute it also as well. So with your coconut oil or whatever you use. But this is a really good one in particular for that proestrogen. Okay, and here was that other woman's supplement that I mentioned earlier. So this is their bone nutrients. So it's formulated with bioavailable forms of natural nutrients that include vitamin C and D, calcium, magnesium, and other trace minerals that support healthy bone density as a woman ages. So the bone building oils include clove, thyme, and peppermint. You know, so again, something that can, you know, continues to blow my mind, that essential oils can also contribute to building strong, healthy bones as well, So we think of bones and we just automatically think of, calcium, magnesium, vitamin D. But essential oils, plant extracts can actually help with that as well. Okay, so I've gone through the main supplements and the main oils and blends that you can use to support yourself as women and wherever you're at in your different stage of life right now, just to help balance those hormones. Now I'm going to talk about why use essential oils, as opposed to anything else really. So they contain hundreds of natural compounds that have many health and healing properties. They're safe, effective, affordable, and an alternative to synthetic remedies. And it gives you the ability to treat the problem versus just masking the symptoms. So like I said, you get period cramps, you go pop a paracetamol or a Nurofen or whatever it might be. And every time we do that, we're just shooting the messenger. It's not getting to the root of the cause. We shouldn't be fearing that time of the month, every month it comes by. It's a natural thing that happens for us women, and we shouldn't be fearing it. We should be embracing it, and it's, it's not something we should be suffering with at all. Yet so many of us are, and that's the way we look at it. And using the essential oils gives you the option to take informed self-care by playing a proactive role in your health. Okay, so I know there's a time and a place definitely for doctors, but with these essential oils, it's like having your own little, your own little wellness kit, your own little supplement kit at home, whether it be a cough or an ache or a pain or whatever it might be, or to support you emotionally. To have that little kit of oils at home or in your handbag that you can just refer to at any time to help support your needs is a really empowering thing, So often in today's society, we're on autopilot and we're living so fastly. And as soon as something happens, as soon as we get that signal in our body that something's wrong, straight away we call the doctors, we book in an appointment. What's wrong with me? We're asking someone else, what's wrong with me? When you already know what's wrong with you. Okay, we just need to tap back into that bodily wisdom. And I've found using the essential oils can help you do that. So the essential oils are safe for the whole family. So tonight's talk has just been on women's health, but they're safe for all ages as well. Okay, so I've got an 18-month baby, and I've been using the essential oils on him since he was 6 months. That's when I first started using these oils, but they are safe, majority of them, from newborn as well. So what are essential oils? So they're pure extracts from plants, and they can be up to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So if you think of peppermint tea, for example, okay, so you've got a tea bag in your cup. So you'd only need 1 drop of peppermint essential oil to be equivalent to having 28 cups of that peppermint tea. Okay, so that just goes to show you the potency of these oils. So they're nature's defense mechanism for plants and cells. So if you just look to the little picture I've got there, that's a zoomed in image of a peppermint plant. And you'll see those tiny little white sacs, they're the little essential oil sacs. So when the plant comes into a threat, whatever it might be, a spray or a bug or the climate, whatever it might be, that's when those essential oil sacs release those volatile compounds, and that's its natural immune system kicking in and protecting the plant. So when we're taking these internally, putting them on our skin, breathing them in through a diffuser, we're getting those same immune boosting effects, and it's protecting our cells like it does the plant. Okay, so a lot of you are probably now familiar with doTERRA. The name's pretty familiar now. So why do I choose to use doTERRA? So there are so many different essential oil companies out there now. Okay, and I've found that doTERRA um, is the highest quality, and I've just found that not just because because they say it is, just through using them, I've found how pure they are, how potent they are, and how safe they are as well. So doTERRA has established their own standard of purity, and this is known as CPTG, which stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. Okay, so majority of the essential oils you can just, buy willy-nilly off your local counter or your local pharmacy or health food store. Majority of them are either synthetic or food grade. It's not too often you'll find a therapeutic grade oil sitting at your local shop, not unless it's doTERRA, or there's only a very few amount of companies that are now catching on to this therapeutic grade way of testing. So the plants are grown and oils are harvested in their natural habitat. So doTERRA is based in Utah in America, but out of all of their single oils and their blends, so in total they've got around 80 oils now, including the blends, and they source all of those oils from all over the world. So when they're in their natural habitat, the farmers know exactly what they're doing with these plants. They're not being compromised. They're not grown with fertilizers, pesticides, you name it. There's no chemicals involved in the way they're grown. Okay, so they are the purest oils you can find in the world. So they're sourced from over 40 different countries in the world, and 16 of those countries that we source them from are actually developing countries. They're third world countries. So that's a really beautiful thing that doTERRA does as well, is that co-impact sourcing. So because of their potency and their purity, these oils, they're not just a synthetic food grade level now. So they work on all three levels: your physical, your emotional, and your energetic. And they're the only pure essential oils that can penetrate the cell membrane and eliminate threats. So if you just refer to the little picture of the cell down the bottom, you'll see there's a virus inside the cell and bacteria around the cell membrane. So only certified pure therapeutic grade oils, so only pure oils, can ever cut through that cell membrane and not just, sort of mimic and, go over the symptoms in the cell, but it can actually have the potential to wipe out that virus. Whereas over-the-counter drugs and your synthetic, so-called 100% natural oils that you see in your health food shops and your pharmacies and supermarkets, because they just don't have that same quality and that same potency. They can't work on a cellular level. They can only ever mask the symptoms around the cell. Okay, so they work on a cellular level, just applying one drop anywhere on your skin within minutes. I know it sounds far-fetched, but trust me, you use peppermint oil, for example. I always use peppermint because it works instantly. It really does the job. You apply that anywhere on your body, just one drop, and you'll feel the difference within a few minutes. And it reaches every cell in your body. So how to use these oils? So there's 3 different ways: internally, topically, and aromatically. So internally can include adding a few drops to your water, and just quickly on that as well, especially with the citrus oils, we never want to be adding them to plastic. So don't drink them out of plastic cups or plastic water bottles. Referring back to those xenoestrogens, those foreign estrogens, we don't want to get them in our bodies. So as a little party trick, if you don't believe me, it's quite fun to do and watch. If you get a polystyrene cup or a plastic cup and just put a drop of lemon essential oil in the bottom of it, within minutes you'll actually see it create holes in the bottom of the cup. And that's purely because it doesn't like synthetics, doesn't like petrochemicals, anything man-made it doesn't like. So when you're drinking these citrus oils and they're in our body, that's what it's doing to all those foreign chemicals in our body. It's eating them away and getting rid of them. And that's what we want. You can do a drop under your tongue. So we can't take all of the doTERRA essential oils internally. Some of them just aren't safe to do so. For example, our mussel blend, you just wouldn't do it. But there are a lot that you can take internally. So if you're unsure, just do your research, contact me. It does state it on the bottom as well. A drop under your tongue, or you can add it to an empty veggie capsule. doTERRA sells empty veggie capsules, so they're vegan. You can just be your own little chemist and make up your own little essential oil supplements to suit whatever you're going through at the time. So that's a really great way, especially if you don't like the taste of the oil. So having them internally, it nourishes the whole body, including the digestive system, the mouth and the throat, the liver and the urogenital tract as well. So it's the quickest way of getting them into our body. So specifically, if you suffer with digestive issues, taking the oils internally will be the best bet for you. And then you've got topically. So different places you could apply them is the soles of the feet. So the reason why I say the soles of the feet is because we've got larger pores on our feet and we've got more pores on our feet. So it enters our bloodstream a lot quicker. So within 30 seconds, it's reaching every cell in our body. So that's the quickest way. Insides of the ankles, insides of the wrists, these are all great reflexology points. Behind the ears, behind the neck, chest, and then your troubled areas. So, if you've got any head tension, massage your temples or over your forehead. And for sensitive skin, if even though they are very pure oils, I've also stated they're very potent. So if you do have sensitive skin, it's definitely not going to change the effect or the potency if you put a bit of coconut oil on with it as well. And with young children, always dilute as well. Okay, so if you're unsure on that dilution guide, you can just send me a message. The information's also out on the web as well. And then aromatically, so gone are the days, especially with therapeutic grade oils, would you ever want to burn them in an oil burner, okay? So it just makes sense. We've got these beautiful, really potent and extremely pure essential oils. Why would you want to put a hot flame underneath that? It's obviously going to alter and destroy the constituents in those oils, okay? So doTERRA sells diffusers. You can pick them up from your local pharmacies as well. They're all around. They've been around for a little while now, and it's just a cool vapor. So there's no heat involved, so it's not changing the constituents in it at all. If you don't have a diffuser, just inhaling it from your palms, putting it on a tissue and breathing it in throughout the day, or rubbing it on your chest so you can constantly breathe in those vapors. So that has the effect to boost your mood, kill airborne threats, and also ease breathing as well. Okay, and again, like I spoke about a little earlier, it's not just using the essential oils, it's eating right, it's exercising, it's resting and managing stress, it's reducing our toxic load, which the essential oils definitely help with, and it's taking that informed self-care and being proactive. Okay, so it all goes together. You can't really just do the one and not the other. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through a little bit about how you can get your hands on some of these oils if you don't already have a wholesale account with doTERRA. So I'm just going to get out of the presentation briefly for a second. Where's my screen gone? There we go. Okay, so how you can get the essential oils. So the best way is to get your own wholesale account. It's not necessarily just for people that want to share on the oils and do it as a business. Anyone can get a wholesale account. It's for everyone. So the way that you do that, so I'm just referring to a little handout here. Of course, it's all going to be back the front for you, sorry. So the way to go about that is to pay a once-off $35 membership fee. So that's just a yearly membership fee. You renew it once a year. When you renew it, it's $25, but then doTERRA also sends you out a free peppermint oil to say thank you as well. And that's valued at $25 itself. But the best way, however, to get started with your own wholesale account so you don't have to pay that $35 fee is to actually enroll with one of our enrollment starter kits. So you've got 6 different options. So with all these enrollment kits, that $35 membership fee is actually waived. So you don't have to pay that on top, you just pay the single price for your kit. So the kit that we recommend here is this one, the Home Essentials kit. So in it you get 10 of our main essential oils. So in all these kits, they're utilising our main top 10 essential oils, but they're all just in different variations and different sizes. So with this one, you also get our petal diffuser as well, which retails for about $80 itself. Okay, and the oils you get in the Home Essentials kit are frankincense, lavender, lemon, tea tree, oregano, peppermint, easy air, digestion, on guard, ice blue, and then you get that diffuser as well. So frankincense alone retails for $114. So that whole kit there you can get for $330. And until the end of this month, if you do decide to enroll with the Home Essentials kit, if I can just share my screen again briefly, you'll see they've got an enrolment promo until the end of August where you'll get the On Guard range to try. So, oh, that's the wrong presentation, Taylor. There we go. So the On Guard. So all you have to do to get that free little On Guard, those On Guard products there, is put in an enrolment order of 200 PV plus. So PV just stands for point value, really. So that Home Essentials kit there is valued at 235 points. So you'll easily get your On Guard throat drops, your On Guard essential oil blend, and then they also come in little beadlets as well. So they look like little breath mints, I guess. So the On Guard, for people who aren't familiar with it, it's known as the protective blend, or some people refer to it as the immunity blend. So it's a great one to be utilising right now. There's so many nasty things going around, I tell you. We've all had it in this house. But having this particular blend and just essential oils in general to support you will definitely help get you through it a lot faster. So the main essential oils in the On Guard blend is your clove, your rosemary, your wild orange, okay? So clove is a really potent essential oil. It's a really potent antioxidant. So again, like I said, they work on a cellular level. So whatever nasty bug or virus you've got, it can get in there and do its job. Okay, so the beadlets you can suck on, and that'll sort of have the same similar benefits as the throat drops. And then the On Guard you can use in numerous ways, whether it be cleaning, diffusing, adding to your raw treats, your smoothies, your capsules, your water, however you want to have it. There's, it's just endless. So that's what you get free anyway. So with any enrollment order that's 200 points or more, that's doTERRA's little thank you gift for this month. And it's actually a big thank you gift. It's a really good one this month. Okay, so now I'll go back to my screen. Where am I? Here I am. Okay, so that's the kit we recommend. If you want to go through some of the other options, if you aren't already enrolled and you want to see what all these other options are, through that with you, or if someone else has referred you onto the call tonight, please do go back to them and ask them the best way for them to get started with the essential oils. Okay, so that's your Home Essentials kit there. So what do you get with this wholesale account? So the best thing is you get 25% off the retail prices. So I've found there's so many people out there that don't realise that they can get their own wholesale account, and they're paying through the roof, every month, every few months that they get their oils, and buying them at retail. They don't realise they can get their own wholesale account, and it's for anyone, like I said. So just quickly referring back to this flyer again. So once you've got your wholesale account, you've also then got your loyalty rewards program. So again, the essential oils, they're not a quick fix. We're not just taking them when a symptom pops up. We're using them as everyday wellness. So when someone, enrolls and gets a kit through me or gets some oils through me, I, strongly suggest that they take this on board as a total lifestyle, along with the healthy eating and all of that. But they really embrace the true value of these oils. And they don't just sit in the cupboard. You don't just pull it out when you've got a headache. You don't just pull it out when you're having trouble sleeping one night. You're using them on a daily basis for wellness, okay? Because they're not like a drug. They're not like a paracetamol or an antibiotic. We're not using them just when we have the symptoms. Like I said, it's for everyday well-being. Okay, so so as I'm talking about that, embracing these as everyday wellness, the most affordable way to restock up on your oils, try new essential oils. Like I said, they've got, including both their single oils and their essential oil blends, they've got around 80 in total. They've also got their women's health supplements. They've got kids' health supplements, men's health supplements. They've got a weight loss program as well that includes an essential oil blend for helping boost your metabolism and detoxifying. And that program also comes with a really good protein shake as well. What else have they got? They've got toothpaste. They've got that On Guard laundry detergent. They've got shampoo and conditioner. They've got a few lines of skincare. So I'm embracing the whole lot. I can't get enough of it. And this just purely isn't, because I'm doing this as a business or, I'm sharing these oils. I love the products, and they are so much better than the stuff that you get in the shops. And, by restocking up on these items each month, doTERRA rewards you for this as well. So this is that loyalty rewards program I was talking about. So just by simply doing an automated monthly order. So by automated means that you select a date that your order goes through each month, and then you have to go in and edit your cart every month. Okay, so sometimes I'll get a random message saying, I've gotten the same thing sent out twice. So it is your responsibility to go in and edit that cart. And that's the fun thing about it. You get to pick and choose what different oils you get each month. And for getting a few different oils every month, even if you can only afford to get one oil that month, you're going to continue to grow on this rewards credits program. So on the loyalty rewards program, just by doing a minimum monthly order of what they call 50 PV or 50 points, you're going to continue to grow on how many points you get back from each of those monthly orders. Okay, so to make it all a little bit more simpler for you guys, I'm going to get up a little diagram. Women's health. Okay, so your loyalty rewards program. So doing an order of 50 points plus, so between 50 to 100 points a month, you're going to continue to grow on this scale of things. So when I say scale of things, months 1 to 3 of doing monthly orders, you're going to earn back 10% of your total points from that monthly order. So if you put in a $100 order for next month, you're going to get back 10 points. And that's how it sort of works for the next 3 months. And then for 4 to 6 months, you're going to get back 15% in points. And then 20%, 25%. And after a year, you're then getting back 30% off each order back in product points. Okay, so 50 points, because it is international, they've, doTERRA's worldwide now. That's why they use that point value, just so the currency sort of doesn't get confused too much. So in Australian dollars, 50 points equivalates to about $70 a month. So like I said, if you're using the oils on a daily basis, which you should be, they shouldn't just be sitting in the cupboard and using them, like I said, when something pops up. You should be embracing them as everyday wellness. So just by simply doing these small $70 orders a month, so between $70 to $150 a month, you continue to grow on that program and get back free points. And the points you can redeem for free products each month. Okay, but if one month you're finding, oh, I can't quite afford to do the $70 order, just by simply ordering the toothpaste, which is 5 points, you'll maintain wherever you are on that scale of things, on that rewards program. So say if you're up to earning 20% back in points, and then it's at Christmas time, it's December, and everything's come up at once, you can't afford to do a $70 order. You can just simply order a toothpaste and you're not going to fall back to month one only getting 10% back in points, if that makes sense. Okay, so just to continue to get back free points and redeem them for free product every month, it's just doing an order between 50 to 100 points a month. Okay, and for most people, that's pretty manageable. And trust me, it's easy to stock up on the oils and get really easily excited. So when you're doing orders of 100 PV plus a month, if you're really loving the oils, which I guarantee you will, you can't help but talk about it with your friends and just naturally share it with people. Whether you want to label it as a business or not, you're going to be talking about the oils and people are going to be saying, oh, how do I get some? So you can come and have a chat to me or whoever, enrolled you, whoever sent you onto this call tonight, and you can ask them the best way about enrolling that friend or that family member. But once you are doing those regular monthly orders of 100 points plus a month, you can actually receive commission for enrolling those friends and family underneath you. Okay, so you don't have to label it a business as such. It's just, sharing the benefits of these oils that, they do really work. And, that's what people love. They want to hear these everyday real stories. The other thing is, if you do an order of 125 points a month and you place that order before the 15th of every calendar month, you're also going to receive doTERRA's free product of the month. So every month they have a free product of the month. This month it was the digestive blend oil. Next month it could be a citrus bliss or a lavender, or it could be a claricalm. It just changes every month. So that's another really great thing about the rewards program, is that, you're not just getting back your free products. You also have the option, if you do put in your order before the 15th of the month and it's 125 points or more, you also get the free product of the month as well. Okay, so that's really the basics of the rewards program. And like I said, I encourage everyone that gets an account to go on that, because otherwise I feel as though they're just sitting in people's cupboards and they're not really using them. They're not embracing them. Okay, so that's the end of our call tonight. And so thank you all for joining us. I hope I didn't yap on for too long. I haven't even looked at the time yet. So like I said, if someone has sent you to this call tonight, they might have already enrolled you. You might already have an account with doTERRA. Or if someone that's, doing doTERRA has invited you to come onto this call to learn more about the oils, please do go back to those people to find out more information about how you can get set up with the oils. And I also just want to share as well, I was talking about, doing doTERRA as a business as well. So just by simply sharing these oils, that's how it happened for me. You share them with your family and friends, and before you know it, you can't help it. It just comes naturally. So, and then you get rewarded for that as well, both in free product and commission as well. So what's not to love about that? It just sort of flows naturally, the business opportunity. It just sort of happens. So if you would like to know more about our wellness opportunities and joining our tribe, please do send me a message, or whoever's invited you onto this call tonight. So that's my website, my Facebook page, and also my email if you want to get in contact with me and find out a little bit more. I've also got an event page set up for tonight's call on my Facebook page as well. So even if you want to send me through a comment or a message on there, or a private message, I'm more than happy to have a chat with you. All right, so thanks again so much for joining tonight's call. And this also has been recorded, and as soon as it finishes, it'll be uploaded onto my YouTube channel as well. So if you didn't get the chance to take notes, or you want to watch it again or share it with a friend, it will be up on my YouTube channel, okay? All right, so have a great night, everyone, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, bye.